I've literally just seen someone up there have a double shot of whiting. Now I'm excited. Something will definitely be eating them. And I can pretty much guarantee there will be some big congers out there. But look at that little chap. He looks a little bit different, but he's ready to go. Right, so what I'm going to do is just pop it out there. Nice and simple. There you go. But there you go. It's a target species and we're on the fish. Good morning everyone and welcome back. Welcome back to the Bristol Channel. Welcome back to my van. As you can probably tell, it's very early. It's 5 o'clock in the morning and we are fishing an easy mark here on the Bristol Channel, which I fished before. As you can see, I'm literally fishing from the van. Obviously, it's nice and dark and it's well early. Believe it or not, yet again, we've got this horrible easterly wind, which is probably 35 to 40 mile an hour easterly, coming from right to left. Well, luckily, and that's one of the main reasons why I've come here, we are quite hid out of the lee of the land. I'm on my knees again. No, I'm joking. Yeah, today's target really is conger eels, big ones. So on my last session when I went out, when I was match fishing in Minehead, I caught quite a lot of small whiting. Unfortunately, they all died. That's just the nature of the beast. So I've kept them for baits. So today I'm going to be using That's scary then, someone just walked by. We're about 2.5 hours before high, and what I've done, I've walked down onto the shingle beach and cast out. On my left hand one, I've got a fresh live peeler crab, and on the right hand one, I've got a whole whiting. Both hook lengths are 120 pounds, just in case we get hooked up into a big conger. As I've said to you before, we're fishing the Bristol Channel. They're not really hook shy or snood shy. They don't really care about the size of your hook length. They've never really been caught before, and if they have, they don't really care. It's the Bristol Channel, they're just swimming around, smashing baits. Anyway, as you can see, the sun's coming up. It should be a beautiful day here on the Bristol Channel. We're about 2 hours from high now, and as you can see, the water's hitting the bottom of the wall. It looks beautiful today. It's quite flat with a gentle swell, but we've definitely got a chance of a fish or two. It's nice to have a little bit of light. So my rig today, you know this by now, 5 foot pulley. So we've got a 7-ounce grip lead to a splashdown, 120 pound rig body, to a bead, pulley bead, swivel, to 120 pound hook length, to a 4/0 circle and a 4/0 J hook. As I've said to you before, I like to use a 90 pound hook length for my normal fishing, unless I'm match fishing, as you've seen, and then I mix it up to a 2 up, 2 down, whatever, some sort of fantastic rig that I always show you, and it seems to work lately. But normal fishing like this, big baits in the Bristol Channel, I normally like to use a 90 pound hook length. But as we're targeting big conger eels today, using big whiting baits, I've upped the ante, because the last thing I want to do is get bit off by a big conger. But look, I'm going to do some baiting up now. I'm going to show you that because it's a fishing video and I hope you enjoy it. Let's go for a squid. I've actually got a van full of bait. Got some blueies and some bits and bobs. Let's go for a bit of smelly squid. Everything loves squid. I don't really eat fish. I know squid's not a fish, but you know what I mean. But I like squid. Got my bait needle. Don't want to get that in my van. Squid guts everywhere. How you all doing? Hope you're doing well. Hope you're staying safe. Hope you're looking out for yourself. So I've got double squid. Just putting juices everywhere. I'm glad I've got my salopettes on. Winter's here. It's quite nippy again this morning. But I like it. I feel alive. And that's a good thing, eh? As you can see, I'm using my bait needle again. So, I've done this quite a lot before. The heavy end, you put at the end, nearest the bottom hook. And what you do, put it in like so. I know you've seen this loads, but it's a fishing video. We're getting new people watch all the time, which is good. So if you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe and keep watching, it helps me out. And a circle hook them right in the finger. Yeah, so comfortable here. Could cook myself a fry up if I wanted. Just imagine just sat here eating, drinking brews, watching the rods. And to be fair, like I've said, it's a really good mark that chucks up some really good fish. We probably find, you probably know this anyway, most of the really simple marks are pretty shat everywhere. If you can fish from the car, you're probably being lazy, unless you've got an element obviously, and it's normally not that great, but here, it actually is really good. Anyway, that's baiting up. I'm going to change a crab bait. I'm going to leave the whole whiting out there till high water, mix it up, try for a conger eel, keep trying for a ray. Got some peeler crab, so we've got a chance of a bass, but we most definitely got a chance of a dogfish, but we don't really want one of them, unless we're match fishing. What a beautiful morning to be alive, everyone. As expected, my baits are untouched. There you go. Look at that bait. That crab bait looks perfect. Just like that. Look at that. What a nice swell today with the easterly winds. We're about 40 minutes from high water, and as you can see, the water's hitting the wall. Well, I'm still here. I've not left yet. We've not fallen out either. Well, not yet. That was that peeler crab. I was out there for 40 minutes. What I'm going to do now, we're about 20 minutes from high water, so what I'm going to do is put another peeler crab out on one, then put one of these whiting out. I'm sure I've told you, well I have many times, in the Bristol Channel the conger like to feed at low water or high water, naturally, because of the shape of them, and super strong tide. For me, it's best to catch them over high or low when there's less tide movement. So what I'm going to do now, fresh baits on both, 20 minutes before high. See if I can get us a fish. It's a little bit quiet, but as expected, fishing this area on a flooding tide, I don't really expect too much. High and down. The first hour down is normally key here. And that's when you get all the fish, as a rule, but who knows? We don't know, do we? We chat all this shit. Sounds good. Sometimes it's work, or sometimes it's good, sometimes it's shit. That's basically it, yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna get this one out, bring the other rod in, get us into a fish, shall I? That's what you're saying, I know it. Yeah, we're just at high water now. This is the whiting bait I put out just over an hour ago. Not a sniff. It's definitely my best opportunity of a fish today, and these easterly winds. There's plenty of whiting about, and if I dropped down to small hooks and I had some lug and ragworm, I'd most definitely get one. So I believe it's my best opportunity to catch us a nice ray. But I don't know. Do you know? Who knows? Well, it's just nice to be here. We're out of the wind, chatting to the locals, having a good time. I don't think this whiting's even been touched. Oh well, it's lost its head. It's a headless whiting. The poor little poppet. Anyway, let's get this peeler crab out. Gotta be a chance of a bass. So what I'm gonna do is drop this in. It's high water. Gotta be a few bass mooching around. I'm just gonna go, voila. There we are. Oh, sneaky, eh? Sneaky Russian. Oh, I'll get it over that post. That's got bass written all over it, that. Right. As you know, because I've said, I'm using whiting as bait. So I'm going to ask you a question now, so you can answer along at home. Why do we have skin? Not 4 of them. No, this skin. Basically, to stop all your blood and guts coming out. So when we're fishing, what we need to do is make sure, if we're using baits like whiting, we need to puncture it a few times. As you can see, I've already cut the nose off and the tail. Cut all the fins off, just to aid it with casting, so it doesn't spin. And what we need to do is puncture a few holes in it. Because if I was just to cast that out whole, the skin would protect the fish. No juices, no guts, no blood. Sometimes you still catch a fish because it would just stumble on it, but we need to put a big scent trail in the water. So I've punched 3 or 4 holes in it, not like that. I've just been here punching whiting, that'd be weird. I've punched 2 or 3 holes in it with the bait needle. I've cut it behind the nose and I've cut the tail off and stabbed it a few times. Then what we do, we just put a bit of elastic around it like normal. Like so. I thought I'd have had a fish now. Not many, I thought I might have picked up one, you know. But the good thing is, there's no dags. So I know my bait's fine. Definitely got a chance for a bass in close on that peeler crab. I don't know what I'm going to do now. Top hook through the head, through the gills, like so. You know this stuff. You're most probably better than me at it now. You should be anyway. Got a bit of trouble lately with my bait elastic because I left it in the freezer. Well, there we go. Yep. Got some dog walkers coming. Remember, they love their dogs, and most of them don't like fishermen or ladies. Be nice. What I do now is say stuff in my mind that makes me laugh, and I don't actually say it to them. That's the best way to be in life. I've learned that's a lot easier than saying what you actually think, which is quite sad, but you know how it is. And there you go. There's a whiting ready to go out there for a big conger eel, or maybe a ray. So one other thing I like to teach you is the relevance of a weight to bait ratio. As you can see, I'm using a whole whiting there. If I was to use a 3 or 4 ounce ball lead, or any lead, it will spin in the air. What I've got now is an 8 ounce lead, because I know the lead is heavier than the bait. So when I cast, it won't spin. The weight, or the lead, will overtake, if that makes sense, the weight of the fish, and make sure it goes nice and straight and streamlined. There you go. I've taught you something else. What I'm going to do is give this one a little bit of a tickle. There's no one around. I'm not going to pendulum it. I'm just going to give it a bit of a swing. As I've said, I don't want to be swinging baits around here. No one around, but there you go. Streamline and straight. As I said, the 8 ounce lead enabled me to cast straight and kept the bait from wobbling in the air, just like that. Well, the key is to treat fishing like life. What I like to do is not celebrate when I'm winning and not get upset when I'm losing. It's taken me quite a few years to get to this situation, being 40 now, well 41. So I don't really care. It's beautiful. It's not great for filming, I know. But we've got a chance. We're out fishing. It's a beautiful day. It's not raining. I'm going to say I've got a little bit of an excuse, and that's the easterly winds. But other than that, it's fine. I'm trying hard. Well, I just come right back. Oh no, it's gone right. Wow. Something's just taken me down tide. It's gone right down tide. I cast this one up to the right, and now it's right down to the left. See if I can catch up with this. Yes, this could be our target. Oh, it's dropped it. There's a conger there then. And I put it back down. Ah. How the hell can it take me down tide like that and just not be there? Oh, you little bitch. Swap that over. Oh, that comes flying back. Hopefully it comes back. Right, this rod's slammed over again. Got a fish on the whiting, but I'm not sure what it is. It might be a bass. It's swimming with me. It could be a small eel. Into a fish. Oh, we got a target species. It's not a big one. We got a conger eel on the whiting. Bloody hell. Going absolutely nuts down here, everyone. Gonna walk this down the steps. It's a target species. What I'm going to do is try and hand it up. I've got a 120-pound rig body. It's not a big fish. It shouldn't bite me off. Come on, young man. There we are. A target species. Look how small it is though. Took that whole weight in. And there we go. Look at my whiting bait, you greedy little monkey. Anyway, I'll sort this fish out. Luckily, he's hooked right in the kisser. I'll T-bar him off, but we caught a fish. And it's a target species. Buzzing. Look at that. He's absolutely nailed that whiting. But there you go. It's a target species and we're on the fish. I've literally just seen someone up there have a double shot of whiting. Now I'm excited. Something will definitely be eating them. And I can pretty much guarantee there will be some big congers out there. But look at that little chap. He looks a little bit different, but he's ready to go. Yeah, we definitely got a chance now. As you've just seen, I've just had a conger and I've seen a double shot of whiting up there. So my favourite saying is 1, 2, 3, match your hatch. I know there's white in here. I also know there'll be cod, maybe this time of year, but definitely conger eels. Smashing them up. Let's get it out there, shall I? I'll go down a little bit further. Right, so what I'm going to do is just pop it out there, nice and simple. There you go. Out in that tide. Gotta be a conger out there. Gotta get it over that post. Come on. And just like that, the water's gone. The sun's come out now, which is always nice. Well, it's okay, we didn't blank. Kept putting the whiting out. I can't really do any more. As you know by now, I don't really worry if I catch. I don't really worry if I blank. It's not so great for the videos, granted, but that's life, that's fishing. And that's why we keep coming. And that's what I keep telling myself. This bait looks good. Look at this. It's been out there. And look at that. That looks as good as when it went out there. I can't do any more than that, everyone. What I'll do is just get the other rod in, I'll come back, I'll do a little outro, and I'll look forward to seeing you somewhere else very soon. No, nothing on there. Wow. Not a worry. It's not an issue, everyone. It's been fun. It must be those easterly winds. I 100% thought we'd catch a few more fish, especially when the whiting come through and everyone was catching whiting. Well, I caught a target species though. And the good thing about being here, there's a cafe down there that serves absolutely beautiful breakfast. Especially, look at that. Especially when you've been sleeping in your van all night and you're starving. There you go. I can't do much more, everyone, so you know how it goes. My name's Wayne. This has been the beautiful Bristol Channel here. The tide's ripping, although we've got that easterly wind. I'm gonna get going and I look forward to seeing you somewhere else very soon. Take care, everyone. Thanks, and look out for yourselves.